Welcome back, dear viewers, and we are still hosting Dr. Hanady Ragaei. She's a human development expert, and we were talking about artificial intelligence and its importance in our lives in general and in educational system. So, Dr. Hanady, as we were discussing this interesting issue, if we talk about employees and how can we help them to work actively from home and maintain their target?
First of all, the employees who can work from home, we're supposed to schedule our employees because there is some works we couldn't do it from home. For example, like sales department, but there is some works like HR we can working from home. Finance department. Also they can working from home.
Yes.
And this is starting from establishing a proper infrastructure for my employees. Be sure that the connections will never be disconnected, and the meeting's supposed to be virtuals. And it's a little bit, you know, hard work for the IT sectors.
Yes.
That's why during the Corona crisis, the IT people, they are booming these days, even in the recruitment cycles and this.
Yes.
Because we need them now 24/7. Sometimes if the government just publish, we need to, for example, to lock down totally. So all the departments supposed to be working from home. And this it happens nowadays. Some of these works working from home, but actually we came back again. Yeah, but that's why if we need it, we can work from home.
And this experience has proved to be successful in the past few months.
Yes, exactly.
But I think now all employees are back.
We are back in office. Yes.
So you stopped working from home in all departments.
Yes, in all departments, especially you know, in the small and medium intermediate companies and the local companies. We came back already, and we are working from office.
So if we talk about the best way for an employer to contact with his teamwork during these virtual meetings, how can this be achieved in a successful manner?
Now, during this, the artificial intelligence starting to start the role, the team leader or the managers, he has to meet their teams, for example, weekly. Again, virtually, using, of course, the many tools and websites. Please open the cameras, because sometimes the body language and, you know, the facial expressions, it makes the communications much better. So I'm just always asking the leaders to communicate with their teams. You know, there's a lot of applications on our mobiles helping us to communicate anytime, anywhere. And this crisis, it's not only in Egypt, it's all over the world. So we're supposed to help each other to start the work cycle to go back. The economy has to be start up again. That's why the applications in mobiles, in laptops, it helps us to communicate 24/7.
So as a manager in one of the private companies, are you now getting ready for any second wave or any interruption of work in the coming period if we need to stay at home again? Are you ready for that?
Yes, we are. First of all, you know, just if we have any indications that any of my employees has a corona or something like that, he has to keep, I'm asking them to keep home. Just go to make the test and be sure. And then if we have any case of corona in my company or in any department, I start the vacations till we be sure that he is okay, and he has to give me all the tests that from the doctors to be sure that he already is fine and he can complete his work in the company.
So if we talk back about as an expert in human development, tell me more about the market and the skills that our youths need to develop in the coming period to meet the needs of the market.
Actually, the coming youth, they're supposed to work on the soft skills or the behavioral competencies. This is very important because they thought that just I'm okay, I'm excellent in my technical competencies, I can get the job. No, there is a lot of other skills. He's supposed to work on it. And nowadays, all the youth, all the graduate, the fresh graduate, they are expert in the technology because maybe he can work from home again. So when they just came for interviews, I'm always stressing about, for my recruitment team even,
Yes.
please stress on the behavior. This is much important.
No.
I can't teach you the technicality. The know-how of the job, it's very easy to learn because, you know, just it is a rule, you will follow it. But the behavior, it's much you know, harder for me to develop the people, to develop the culture. And I suppose to recruit and hire the people who is matching to my company's culture. And we mention it in the science, it is organization behavior. So this is the much better to find in my, you know, just my newcomers or my candidates who are joining the company.
So you don't think that we need to make youths and fresh graduates have more skills in computer, in other skills that still need to be improved to get good jobs? So in your opinion, how can they do that?
Actually, when I just following the education life for my candidates,
Yes.
I figure out most of them, the know-how about the computers or the technology, it comes from schools.
Yes.
Now the KGs, they know how to use the applications, you know, just the tabs there is a games and something, you know, a lot of
Yes.
something like that. So we are making a tests. In our newcomers, there is, you know, just a language test, there is a computer test, exactly. He has to know about the Office, Word and Excel and PowerPoint and Access. It's must nowadays. So they know, by the way.
So also now we can see that the government is moving to digital transformation in the country. How will this affect employment in Egypt, in your opinion?
Yes, it will affect the employment because they thought that it will be hard them and we don't need any more for the human.
Yes.
No, this is not true. I need you because you are the one who gonna use this technology. Because nowadays we are not a human resources, we are an asset in the company. We are a capital. Without us, we couldn't use that old technologies.
Yes.
So I need the youth to know. I want you to learn about the technology. You're supposed to develop yourself to meet these competencies, to meet this huge technologies era. But that doesn't mean that I will not need the employee. No, I will need them. Some areas, the machine can work, but I need the human in many departments. So no worries.
But you think that the digital transformation is essential now? It's
Yes,
important.
Of course. Yes, of course. It's very important.
It's going to save time,
Yes.
money,
Yes.
and many things, right?
Exactly. And sometimes the accuracy.
Yeah,
We
the
are
accuracy.
yes, we are looking for the accuracy, especially, you know, just like e-banking and in the banking sectors.
Yes.
It helped us to make some transactions while you are sitting in home. And this will decrease the load in the bank's branches, for example, because sometimes your question is very simple and just you have to stay hours and hours to finish your work. So that this is, yes, it's must, the digital transformation.
It's important.
Yes.
So if we go back to talk about education, so can you tell us your opinion on the future of education in light of the emergence of many advanced private universities in Egypt, and also we can see international branches for big universities now opening here in Egypt, and non-for-profit universities also are due to be inaugurated in the coming days. So how do you see this?
Actually, it's a big challenge.
Yes.
For everyone. And you know, as you mentioned, we have now a big names in Cairo, and even let's say the Cairo University. Some of our youth, they are from the governments, you know, and they couldn't have the full accommodation in Cairo. So due to the e-learning or e-education, they can stay in their places and they can learn via the virtual or the e-education. So you can do your master, your PhD, and it will be, you know, just open a new challenge for the youth to learn more and more. Yani, that means if I can move physically and come to my university here in Cairo, because all the big names, they are in Cairo or in the new Cairo, exactly. So there is no worry now if I'm in Alex in Upper Egypt, I can learn wherever I want to learn.
This is in case of we still keep the online learning going on.
Yes, but actually
yes.
the universities now, they will keep both.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is the new.
Yeah, this is a new.
So you will have the option.
Yes.
In general.
Yes, in general.
So you can join any university
Yes.
online.
Yes. You
And
can
get
join any
the
university and academy, and yes, exactly. The certificate, it is credited.
Yes.
Mhm.
So also, if we talk about distant education, especially in light of the global coronavirus pandemic, it's now taking place in many countries. As we can see that the pandemic is, we are seeing a new wave in Europe and in the
Yes.
United States.
Exactly.
So do you think that it is so? It's good. It's getting good results, or still we have to work on it to improve it?
Actually, I think Egypt is doing a proper
Yes.
planning for this crisis. And even the Egyptian citizens, they are now he's known with the process, what he has to do, and this helps the government exactly. And I think the Ministry of Health, they are ready for the second wave. But if you just check, even the people, they are ready, wearing the mask, keep distance, and this is very washing hands, even the students in the schools. And once they found any case in the class, they just shut down this class. All the kids, they have take the lessons from home. And I think this is a very good steps to save our students.
So, as a professor in the university, what are the challenges that still facing you, that are still facing you in the educational process? And you think that we should, or the government should work on it in the coming period?
Actually, we need the infrastructures to be much better.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the load, it comes on the internet.
The
and
rush.
Yes, exactly. It's rush and disconnected. We need, they have to create a new idea more. It's more, just advanced regarding some topics, especially in the finance, because we need the whiteboard. While the virtual lesson, we need the whiteboard and to start writing and keep the audience attractions with you. That means the professor has to double effort, because you need to drag the attention and start writing on the board. This is in all the applications. There is a whiteboard to use it, but it's still not the one-to-one interaction. Still not, it's 100. So we need to just develop the infrastructures, and the professor has to drag the attentions for the audience more and more.
But still, you think that it is still interesting for students to be online, or they want to go to the campus and enjoy their life in university?
Actually, they want to go back to the campus. Yes. Okay. This is the truth. But what to do?
Yeah, we hope that in the coming period things will get better. And finally, before wrapping up this edition of our program, we'd like you to give us some tips for students who are, or university students who are working from home. How can they take the best out of it?
First of all, they're supposed to get ready for the lecture.
Yes.
And they're supposed to convince himself or herself that this is a proper lecture. Listen to the professor, because some of them, they lose the focusing during the virtual classes.
They are distracted.
Yes,
they are distracted.
exactly. She's supposed to go to, just a silent room, start even her body language or his body language while she's sitting. She's supposed to focus with a professor. I have a lot of my audience, they are raising the flag. Doctor, the problem is with us. We couldn't focus just because he feels that he's sitting in his room. That's why. So that means, I appreciated this.
Yes.
I start focusing with this type of audience. I start talking with them, just mentioning the name a lot. And while I'm giving the exercises, just what about of this? What about of this?
You try to attract their attention again
exactly.
to you.
And there is a tool during this websites or applications to make a team while the classes.
Yes.
So once you make a group during the lecture, they start working together. This drag the attentions, and so please just be ready for the lecture. This is my first tips. Number 2, this crisis, it has to take a longer. So no other choice. You suppose either you will stop your education, and I don't think this is a good decision. Just continue.
Yes.
The crisis, maybe it takes much more time.
Yes. Finally, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Hanady Ragaei, Human Resources Consultant. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much.
And by that, dear viewers, we come to the end of today's edition of the Breakfast Show. Thank you for watching.